long time ago, I started making World of Warcraft videos. At the start, there would basically be usually montages of raids or instances or something that I considered to be of some significance, accompanied by background music, usually some techno stuff that I would really enjoy. Back in those days, I didn't really have that many subscribers, and I wasn't really aware of what game commenting classified as. But yeah, I was just making World of Warcraft videos. In fact, my show at the time, I used to call it Moments, which actually is still like a great name. I feel like I really had an awesome name back in the day. I mean, it was called Moments. I mean, MMO months, moments in an MMO. I know I'm a genius, right? So, um, and I was started by covering World of Warcraft. I discussed a lot of stuff about World of Warcraft. Usually, I used to discuss it in my car. A lot of you, well, not a lot of you. I believe that maybe one of you has even told me that he's watched me since the days where I used to rage in my car, and that's something I've actually missed doing because. But the thing is, I don't have a job right now, so not usually that much time in my car. So I can actually afford to make videos at home. Like I don't, it's not like I have that time slot to fill in of 2 hours every day, going back and forth to do those videos. Um, Anyways, during those days, I wasn't really aware of what game commenting is. There were two types of things for me, which were the vlogs and the World of Warcraft videos with background music. I did some PvP videos, I believe. I did some raiding videos. I did a lot of stuff, and I really enjoyed it. However, it was in February 2010 that I've made my first Protection Warrior guide. And that video is still to date my most viewed video on YouTube. My first Protection Warrior guide, where I was actually going through a really simple dungeon. I think it was, what was it called again? God, I can't even remember the name. I'm so tired. Um, the name. God damn it! Why did that screensaver had to pop up? That was just ridiculous. The name of the dungeon was one of the keeps, Utgard Keep. Yeah, I think it was Utgard Keep. It was the easier one, not Utgard Pinnacle. But anyways, and that guide was the really first time I ever did World of Warcraft commenting videos. And I didn't even realize it because in my head it was a guide. And if you remember back then, it still had background music, and I believe it's even copyrighted music. If you go on YouTube, I think that music is copyrighted. That video was a three-parter because at the time I couldn't do 15-minute videos on YouTube. Yeah, just reminiscing. Anyways, sometime during September that year, September 2010, maybe it was October, September, October, can't really remember. I decided to take a break on World of Warcraft because I was getting bored of it. And a lot of you stopped watching my content completely. Like I could tell, like the views were just like. At the time, that told me something, which is a lot of people labeled me as a World of Warcraft director. And it's understandable because most of the videos that I've made are about World of Warcraft. And again, I was just labeled off like a World of Warcraft director, despite me keep just telling people it's not just about World of Warcraft. It's not just about World of Warcraft. It just happened to be that at the time, World of Warcraft was the game that I was most passionate about. Now, in December, most of you probably know that Blizzard handed out free 7-day things to everyone. So in December, I was like, oh, well, it's free anyways, might as well make a video for old time's sake. And the views of those videos were just like straight back up, and I was like, oh man, I should really get back into World of Warcraft. People really enjoy watching it. And so I kind of got back into World of Warcraft. I bought Cataclysm. I covered all the dungeons with my warrior, covered some of them with my paladin, some of them with my death knight. But again, I mean, my main point in making World of Warcraft videos is, number one, hopefully teach you something. Hopefully. Because I know that a lot of the people that watch me are like way better than me at playing this game. I'm quite aware of this. It's not like you have to go into my videos and say, "Oh, you're doing this and this wrong." I know that there's a lot of people that are better than me. Still, I usually don't see a lot of videos from those people, but that's a whole different topic. Um, and the other reason is I hope that I was entertaining people, like teaching people something, like guiding you, teaching you how to tank with a warrior, death knight, paladin, healing with a paladin, and entertaining you. Those were my two main goals. And recently, I've been noticing that a lot of people have been complaining about my videos, like, "Oh, we missed the old you," and I've been like rewatching my old videos, and I mean, it's actually like, how should I put this? I guess that back then, in that February of 2010, when I made the very first World of Warcraft video, I was just so passionate about the game that I never really bothered too much with the fact that I was labeled as a World of Warcraft director. Now, lately, you probably have noticed that I haven't been as passionate about the game, and there's several reasons for it. I mean, number one, I'm burned out of raiding. As you guys know from the last Rurikhan show, I'm just burned out. I mean, there's just nothing at this point in time that I really enjoy about raiding, because Blizzard did something that has ensured that most players will eventually get burned out in raiding unless they're like super hardcore. And in a way, it's almost like they're sending mixed messages, which is you'll only enjoy the game at this point in time if you're super duper hardcore, but then they're optimizing the game for casuals. Doesn't really make much sense. I mean, let's face it, I've had a couple of raids in my guild where I stayed there wiping 4 hours on the same boss. And there was not even anything I could do, because like my tactic for the character that I was playing, the role that I was playing, the tank or the healer, whatever, my role was being played at 100%. There was absolutely nothing I could have done to improve. And still, there were a couple of raids where we wiped for 4 hours. And I'm not blaming anyone of that, but fact of the matter is, when we downed those bosses after 4 hours, we're like, yeah, we did it, awesome. And then all of a sudden, I came to the sad realization that now I still got to do the heroic version, which is the exact same boss in the exact same dungeon, and it's going to be even harder. Now, I have no problems with challenges. A lot of people might think, "Oh, you're just starting to become a slacker, casual, blah, 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 blah." No. If you speak with Quickie, like, you'll know how fucking crazy I am, because back in the days of Old War, like, we used to be wiping on trash sometimes, and I would, like, this back in the days where trash was actually challenging, where we weren't, like, overgearing the instance or whatever. And like people were dying, and I was just like running back in. And I remember one time that I was like, run back in, get killed, run back in, get killed again, and run back in to get killed again. But the whole raid didn't wipe. Like, I died 3 or 4 times, but the raid in itself didn't wipe. So I'm a crazy bastard, and I had no problems with wiping for 4 hours in a row. The problem is that it's getting old. I mean, it's basically same old. World of Warcraft hasn't really evolved as much as it was expected. There was a lot of expectation in this whole Path of the Titans thing, but it flopped because everyone's the same again. There's no real customization. Protection warriors are all going to be like this. Like, the best stat is always going to be this one. Same thing for just about everything in the game. There's a lot of what do you call it? Uniformization, standardization, lack of character customization. I don't friggin' know. There's a lot of standarding. There's a lot of it going around anyway. Like I said, I burned out a rating, and I was planning on making 5-mans, but lately it seems that whenever I try to sit down and get a World of Warcraft video done, it feels so much like a chore that I just don't want to do it. And I feel that it's kind of unfair to kind of keep telling you guys, "Oh yeah, I'm going to be doing this and this." And in the end, I end up not doing it for one reason or the other. I mean, I even have a project right now that I was working on where I have a level 15 druid that I wanted to level from level 15 onward and do every single dungeon in World of Warcraft. And I'm probably not going to do it because I'm going to be completely honest. I have lost a lot of the passion I had for this game. I mean, I just don't know any other way to say it. I mean, I just don't feel like making World of Warcraft videos. And not to mention that there's so much World of Warcraft videos around that sometimes I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna do this, and then like, there's already a video on this. Sure, maybe I can do it better, maybe not, but I mean, it's still wrong for me to go and do something that someone else has already done. And I just don't know anymore. Like, honestly, I just simply feel like I need to take a break because I think that if I keep on going like this, eventually I'm going to grow to hate the game. I'm gonna grow to hate the people that want to see the content, and that's something I don't want to let it reach to. God damn it, what the fuck is it with planes going by? Are you guys crazy? I'm doing a video over here. Fucking planes, are you kidding me? Anyways, like I was saying, I feel that in time, if I keep on going like I am, I feel that I'm eventually going to hate the game, and I don't want to hate it because it's been one of the best games I've played in my life. I have no problem admitting it. I mean, it's been one of the best games I've ever played. World of Warcraft, definitely. But even the best games you've ever played, I feel it comes to a certain point where you should move on. And right now, again, I'm being labeled as a World of Warcraft director because I'm doing all this work and all this other stuff, and a lot of my fans are just, where's the World of Warcraft stuff? Where's the World of Warcraft stuff? And I feel like I'm disappointing people, and maybe I'm not even being completely honest. And I feel that I just need to be completely flat out honest with you guys. I need to take a break from World of Warcraft. My account expires, I believe, sometime in July. And I know that a lot of you, one thing that people have always asked me were for my macros, and I never really did a full macro video. I plan on still forcing myself to do that because I feel I owe it to you guys because you guys stuck with me for so long, so at least that one probably is coming. I just need to work it out. I'm going to show you macros for Warrior, Death Knight, Paladin, just going to kind of talk you through it, what each of the macros does. Yeah. I really don't know any other way to put it. I understand that a lot of you just watch my stuff because you want to watch World of Warcraft content. I'm totally fine with that. If you guys don't want to watch my stuff anymore, that's your choice. I mean, I just hope that, again, I just hope that for two things. One, that I've taught you something, that you actually learn something from me, and that you enjoy the game better because of something that you watched from me. And two, that you were entertained as you were watching my World of Warcraft videos. So if you were just here for the World of Warcraft content, I'm taking a break. I'm not going to set any timelines of if I'm going to be coming back, when I'm going to be coming back. I mean, no timelines. So please, I beg you, do not go to the website and just like, where's the World of Warcraft stuff? Where's the World of Warcraft stuff? Because I can't handle it anymore, in all honesty. I mean, there's just too much pressure, and there's just so much other stuff I want to do. If you guys had any idea how much fun I had playing The Witcher 2, it was just like this breath of fresh air, because it was like I was stuck in World of Warcraft doing the same old thing every day. Basically, I would come in on Wednesdays, log in exactly at raid time, get sent into raid, go to a dungeon, spend 4 hours there. Boom, boom, boom. Even if we're killing bosses, I mean, it's still the same dungeon every week. Even if we're just farming it, which at the point we were was basically what we were doing, farming it and grabbing a couple of heroic modes, it's still the same dungeon. It's still the same bosses. It's the same thing. And here's the thing, though. I never, ever played this game for loot. I understand that loot is a really powerful motivator for a lot of people. I never played it for the loot. Never. In fact, if you even knew how I played during TBC, I'm not sure I've ever told this to you guys or not, but like, I reached Black Temple in tier 4 gear because a lot of people were using the guild I was in back then as a stepping stone. And let me tell you, that was frustrating as hell because I was basically passing out loot to everyone else. Like, I skipped tier 5, I didn't get a lot of tier 6 gear because I was gearing other people. Because I was like, I can do the content in tier 4. In fact, I remember one time, just for fun, where I went to Black Temple without my pants. Because I was like, oh, I'm getting starved for rage, so I'm just going to go ahead and tank without my pants. So, I mean, that was how much fun we were having back then. And again, I was doing it with tier 4. And that's what I want to explain you guys, that I've never been in it for the loot. So the loot motivates zero for me. What motivates me is the challenge behind the encounters and the diversity of the bosses. One of the things that always amazed me about World of Warcraft was how they designed bosses, how bosses were engineered to be, you know, group content. And I mean, the bosses in World of Warcraft just really fascinated me, like the tactics you would have to employ, like, okay, you do this, I do that, someone does this. It's great and it's awesome, it's tactical, it's cooperative, which is a main word in my life about gaming, is that I'm more about cooperative gaming than competitive gaming, which is why you've never really seen me dedicate myself, excuse me, to PvP. And I really enjoy cooperative play. And that's why I'm actually going to work on more projects that involve other directors. And I mean, you've seen me do a lot of cooperative stuff. You've seen me even do a World of Warcraft show. Even though I haven't been that passionate about the game, I still was able to make a really cool Warcraft show. At least I like to think so. It's one of the most viewed videos in TGN Central, that WoW show that I made. And I had a blast doing it. I had a lot of fun. I love that show. And I expect to do more shows like that. Maybe not necessarily about World of Warcraft, but maybe it can also be, because just because I'm not playing it doesn't mean I don't have an opinion on it. So who knows? I guess the whole point is I need to take a break from World of Warcraft before I completely burn myself out and kill myself. So again, if you're just in it for the World of Warcraft, if you were just following me for the World of Warcraft stuff, I hope you learned something from my videos, and I hope you were entertained. And that's going to be it for now. I'm obviously going to keep on doing videos, and a lot of you even mentioned in comments like, oh, you're just getting corrupted by money, and trust me, it's not the case. If I wanted money, you know what's the easiest way for me to make money on videos? It's World of Warcraft. Believe me, it's guaranteed views. It's like, if I really, really, really just want to do it for the money, I can just spit out videos. I can spit videos out just like that. But it's not going to be the same videos that you've seen me do in the past when I was passionate about the game. Because in those videos, you can feel I'm having fun. You can tell it's like, oh my god, he's having so much fun. Just look at it. You can just look at the videos, listen to my tone of voice, and you'll notice I'm having fun. If you notice the tone of voice in the raiding videos that I made, not that really all that much fun. Because it almost involves, for the types of videos that I was making, it almost involves that you're a raid leader, because you have to know the tactics for everyone, which is something I never really wanted to do. I mean, I've done raid leading once, and I hated it. So basically, those videos are not really my thing. My thing is going in and telling you, okay, this is the ability you got to use. Why? Because of this. You need to use this ability at this point because of this. You need to use this ability in conjunction with this one because of this. You need to use a cooldown at this point. This is the kind of guides that I like to do. But again, I'm just tired of it because I feel that I've done it all. I mean, how many more times do you need to hear me tell you like that the best way to deal with AoE is to do Rend and Thunderclap? There's only so many times I can tell you this. How many times do I need to tell you that you need to spam the... what's the ability for the Death Knight? Death Strike. That you need to use Death Strike as often as possible because it generates the shield and it gives you the shielding to basically absorb damage from mobs. How many more times do you need to hear me say that? How many times do you need to hear me say, smash your face on the keyboard if you're playing a Paladin? Because that's literally all you have to do. And I mean, I just feel that a lot of my videos were becoming repetition. And that's not... Again, if I wanted to make money out of it, it would be the easiest way. World of Warcraft videos on Blip with links from YouTube to my website. That would be the easiest way to make money. But I'm not here just to make money. I'm here to entertain people, and I'm here to do something I love. And here's the thing. If you're doing something, if you're taking a huge chance in your life, which is basically what I'm doing because I haven't been receiving pay for 7 months now. I don't know. I'm basically living off the savings I have from work and from my previous job, and they're pretty much running thin fast. And uh, like I said, if you're risking your life on something for 7 months to do something that you really enjoy, is there really a point in doing it if it involves doing something that you're not passionate about? Because like I am extremely passionate about making videos for video games. I mean, I love it. I love making videos for video games. Thing is, I love making videos for video games that I'm playing and that I'm enjoying at the moment. And I haven't been enjoying World of Warcraft for quite some time, so in a way it almost feels like, well, it feels like work. Doing World of Warcraft videos for me right now almost feels like work. And if that's the way it's gonna go down, I might as well go back to work. So I guess what I'm saying is that I hope I've entertained you. I hope you've learned lots of stuff from me in World of Warcraft. I've heard lots of comments from people telling me, "Oh man, thank you for your video. I'm a much better tank because of it. I appreciate it." I've even guildies told me when I logged on today to just get the picture of my character. They told me, "Oh, there was this guy that did a dungeon with us," and I believe I've watched that comment either on my YouTube, on a YouTube video, or on my website. How people got teamed up with people from my guild, and they were speaking about me, and they were saying, "Oh, I'm such a great healer because I followed Rurikhan," and I was like, thank you. That's awesome to know that I've made a positive impact on the World of Warcraft community. I've been having a blast. Who knows, maybe I'll be having more fun with it in the future, but right now, definitely taking a break. So if you're just in it for the World of Warcraft, sorry. Really sorry. I hope you can enjoy my other content. If you can't, I'm sorry. I mean, nobody's forcing you to watch my videos. I would really enjoy it if you did watch my videos, but I'm not going to force you to watch it. If it doesn't entertain you, don't watch it. Trust me. Life is too short, man. If you're just like about World of Warcraft and you just want to get World of Warcraft account and that's all you want to do, dude, life is too short. Enjoy it. Go get World of Warcraft content. There's a channel on YouTube, youtube.com/TGN World of Warcraft. It's World of Warcraft galore 24/7. Lots of directors there. I personally would advise you to watch Hengist, Towley, Terry, and Besbald. And I'm not sure if I'm missing anyone. In case I'm missing anyone, sorry. But those three I really advise you guys to watch because they're amazing. And yeah, regarding the future, what can you expect to see? Well, I'm working on a new project that I'm going to be announcing recently, guys. Oh my god, another new project. Yeah, I'm working with TGN, but obviously, like I said, I've been basically working with TGN for about 7 months now with no pay. I've received some other benefits, but obviously not enough to make a living out of. And I need to start thinking about making a living because June 2011 was the deadline I had established myself to, which was like either I'm making a living on this by June of 2011, or I need to start working on something. So I'm still not making a living out of it. I really wish I was, but I'm not, which means I'm going to try and do more stuff besides the TGN stuff. I mean, I'm just going to be dedicating myself to a whole bunch of stuff, and yeah. Anyways, hope this explained you guys what's going on. I hope you guys won't kill me because of this. If you do kill me, well, it's your choice. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I disappointed you, but I've said it from the start. From the start, every single time I've said it, and every single time this issue comes up, I always say it again. I'm not just about World of Warcraft. And getting labeled as a World of Warcraft director might be fine for some people. It's not fine for me. Like, look at Total Biscuit. He was labeled as a World of Warcraft director, and he does a whole bunch of other stuff. And his stuff is amazingly entertaining. So that's really all I got, guys. So, anyways, stay tuned for the next one. If you're not interested in the rest of the content I'll be making, it's up to you. But at least I'm being honest. I'm just letting you guys know. I mean, for now, World of Warcraft is on a break. Something I definitely plan on following up on Blizzard projects is Diablo 3. In case you guys are interested in that, you might want to stay tuned or not. It's up to you because I'm a huge Diablo fan. I've been waiting for a long ass time for Diablo 3. You'll probably also watch StarCraft 2 content from me as well because I also enjoy StarCraft 2. Probably not at the top player level, you know, but I like playing my silver matches and whatever, so I might be doing some of that as well. Who knows? The possibilities are limitless. Where we go from here is up to you. See you on the next one.